Lewis,
Hey, what's going on?
what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Too bad. How about you?
Oh, good, good. See the OU hanging in the back of it, the OSU.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I'd be a proud alum, but not after this weekend. But
I know what the hell happened to your boys.
I know. But they got to win last night. Big win against Duke. So I guess
I
that
know I
makes it a
seen
little
that.
better.
Yeah, that was a good one. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, thanks for jumping on. But yeah,
Yeah.
all right. So I'm gonna go over a couple questions with you. I'm gonna ask you the questions, and then I'll just let you go to work on whatever it comes to mind to you. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Awesome.
right. So the first thing I want to ask you is, what were you doing in the sports betting world before you found us? Like, what were you doing basically?
Yeah. I was, some of the biggest things is just like my lack of knowledge or like me thinking I knew what I was doing, but I really looking back, like did not know what I was doing at all, especially two of the biggest things I would say is chasing losses and parlays.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just because I didn't really know any better. And like, um, and I guess third would be kind of, betting emotionally, which is kind of like chasing the losses as well. Every time I lost, I would think I would have to win it back immediately, but thinking this is kind of like a short-term game. And that's what I feel like a lot of the mistakes that I've seen, like, my friends make and like people I know is just like they short-term, either have a bad day or have a bad week. And they just start chasing with crazy parlays and, I got to win it back. I got to win it back. And like, oh, this team is better than this team. Why would I bet +7 on the Jets? Just things like that,
Hmm.
where, if there's data and if we make it more objective, it's more sustainable and
No,
something
yeah,
that,
definitely.
is if it's just subjective based on feeling, that's why, no one can succeed if they're not, at least doing some kind of research or have like a plan that can be followed.
Yeah, I mean, or like even like you said, like the mentality, the
Yeah.
mentality of losing. Some people can't even hang with that. Like that's just
Yeah.
the worst thing. And then like if you can't hang with the losing, then you end up either just giving it up altogether or you end up losing all your money while chasing it, stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah.
but then as good the program, as you got into the program, you were able to learn more on the aspect of that side, of what you're doing wrong, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, it was just mainly like you said, I think in some of your videos before too, it's just, I never had like a mentor or a teacher
Hmm.
to kind of show me this.
Yeah.
You said, I forget which video it was or something, but you're like, if you want to learn how to shoot free throws, you're going to you're going to watch Steph Curry videos. You're going to learn from him.
Exactly.
You're not going to learn from Shaq. You're not going to learn
Yeah.
teaching yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think anything in life, I think it's always humbling to just kind of realize, okay, I don't know everything. Yeah, sure,
Hmm.
sure. I'm a huge sports nut and so many people are, but that doesn't mean you know anything about sports betting. And
Yeah, exactly. You got to have
I,
open mind.
yeah, so I think, yeah, having like you and your team, like actually have
Yeah.
someone who've like gone through the process of like struggling and then, it's not luck, like, because
Hmm.
you've been in this situation before too, many, many years ago,
Yeah, exactly.
struggling and then like seeing, okay, Frank and his team, this is what I want to get at. So I got to throw everything out and just like do what they say,
Yeah,
do what you
exactly.
guys say. That's
Yeah, you
kind
just
of the best way
replicate
to
it.
learn.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
this is for you guys to learn, and you just replicate basically what we do, and then that's it. That's all you got to do is replicate. When success happens, you just replicate it. Boom, there you go. That's just the way it works. It's with anything. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah. And be disciplined.
So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, so the second thing I want to ask is when you first started, when you first like joined the program, what was like the first thing that hit you, like the first goal that like you met that you realized like this program worked?
Yeah. Other than, I'd say, consistent results,
Hmm.
which is, I guess that's, I think just over like kind of the months and like the vast, diversity of like the sports and like having
Hmm.
success in every different sport, I think it really hit me and I saw like, wow, you really can do this like full time. And like the plan is out there. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing like, there's no like nothing sugarcoating or some people trying to take your money and like not teaching you everything that So yeah,
Hmm.
I think the biggest thing that hit me was just like when I saw results consistently, I wasn't just winning one day and then a big day, like how maybe before in the past, just with like chasing or parlays, you know, you have those good days, but then like
Yeah, of course.
you have more bad days. And I think tracking the bets, it's probably been the biggest thing that I've like really saw like my progress. You know what I mean? It just
Hmm.
sounds like another simple thing, but like I know a bunch of other people who are like claim they're, you know, good in this industry or like trying to make it big in sports betting, and they don't track their stuff just because they, you know, won $400 on a parlay. Like they think they're up and they're really not. So I mean, it's just,
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
think,
just like, playing like the slot machines. You just keep hammering
yeah,
slot machines. Eventually you end up winning. You think you're up and it's like, wait, what about those last 30 times I was playing and, and I was
yeah,
losing?
yeah,
Yeah, if
exactly.
you're not
Yeah,
tracking your stuff, like you have no idea about that, And even when like the losing days come, because like let's say you had 2 great weeks, then you have, a bad week, being able to track that, at least you look back and you're like, oh wait, I'm actually up. So it's like it takes over
yeah,
that emotion, that emotion that sucks that week because you're losing and you're like, ah, but then you look back, you're like, well, I'm actually still up. So I don't even know why, I don't even know why I'm upset.
yeah, yeah. There's positives and negatives in not even just sports betting, in anything. You could just take a whole
Hmm.
day, for instance. You're just like, I mean, a whole football game, if you're thinking, I mean, you could be up by 30 points and you still have negative plays in there. You know, you just got to look at it as one big picture, you
Hmm.
know, month by month or even season by season, you know, and just focus on that.
Yeah, definitely. Now the next thing I want to ask is, so how'd you find us, and what made you actually like pull the trigger on really joining like the coaching program when you first, heard about it?
Yeah. Yeah. So when I moved from uh, Ohio, from
Hmm.
Columbus to Chicago back in January, and sports betting is not legal in Ohio. So I was kind of dabbling with it a little bit, but it was always just kind of through, you know, a bookie, and me and my friend just kind of on a whim placing parlays. And then I moved to Chicago and it's legal. And, you know, my friends are like, hey, you know, you got to download DraftKings or whatnot. And like, let's actually like, I think it was the Super Bowl because they have those crazy promos
Yeah.
that what you do. So I did that. And then I really started like, I Action Network's actually the first like thing where I'm like a very like data guy. Like
Hmm.
I'm like a statistics nerd. So I found like Action Network and I was just doing all this research about like, okay, how can I like manipulate it and like use this platform to find out where the money's going, where's the bets going, where are the sharps going. But I really didn't know how to use it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So that's when
Yeah.
I took it to YouTube, and that's where I found like, you know, Linemaker Sports. And you guys aren't even the first like brand that I found. I found some other ones that
Hmm.
you could, they're forgettable, to be honest. You know what I mean? They're like, if like it's the best way to put it, that they weren't like teaching me anything new that I didn't already know. And then I saw you guys pretty much just do like your monthly reports and show your losses. And I was just like,
Hmm.
interesting. Like that's not like, yeah, just like Instagram accounts just saying like, oh, I
That they
won,
always
you know,
win. Yeah.
they always win. Yeah. So it's just
Yeah.
like, that's how they get people to like join them, and then they don't win, and then they bail. And it's just like, it's not a sustainable thing. So
Hmm.
yeah, I found you guys on YouTube after, then I like, it really started getting like, watch all your videos like back in March and everything. And then I really got into like, just like, okay, like I know you do this full time and everything. And I'm just like, my biggest passions, I guess, in life are like sports, and then like just the numbers part of it and everything. Like I
Hmm.
really like, you know, love looking at data and everything too, just with my job and stuff. So the fact that I was able to combine that, and then like, um, you know, just reach out to you guys. I think it was, I know I signed up the day of the NFL draft. I vividly remember that I had a call with, I think it was Trevor.
Yeah, I remember that
Um,
because I was at the draft party at
oh
the
yeah, yeah,
Raiders
you were
Stadium.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what actually made me like pull. I think just after after like watching enough videos, I'm not sure if you had like, you mentioned in one of your videos, like, hey, if you want to sign up for, I think the coaching program was new at that point.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know, this is my chance to learn, because I was just going to do just sign up for like the picks.
Yeah.
So I was like about to do that. Then this coaching program came out. And I'm like, wow, that's like perfect timing. Like, what better way to like get the picks than actually like learn how to do it yourself? And
Exactly.
so yeah, it was a, you know, just kind of browsing on YouTube for different sports betting,
Hmm.
either strategies or like, you know, yeah, things that like, other people weren't teaching you and stuff like that. Then it just like, you follow the brand after a while, you're not just going to sign up after like one video usually, like,
Yeah,
but like
exactly. You got to build it. You got to build the trust. From
trust.
watching.
Yeah. That's what it all was. Yeah. It was like a
Exactly.
trust and like authenticity kind of with the brand that I, really stood out to me.
Cool. So yeah, so then the last question I got to is like, what would you say to somebody that's, kind of on the fence right now, that's like on the fence of joining the coaching program? What would you say to them?
Let's break it down. Like, one, like, make sure you're all in. Have a plan going in. Like, you don't want to kind of come in and make sure it's the right time for you. And really good, because nothing successful comes easy. It's going to take work. It's going to take learning. So I'd say, as long as you're in the right headspace, like, make sure, like, go all in with it. Because I mean, this works. It's something that works. It's not something that, like, the results are here. I'm someone who, like, is not affiliated at all with Linemaker Sports, and I came in here within a year, and now I'm consistently seeing profit and like increasing my bankroll. It works, and but it's not easy. Have realistic expectations, and stick with it.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. It's not physics, but it works. And like, the path is, the blueprint is there for us. So,
and you got to put in the work, right?
Yeah. Put in the work, and just make sure you're ready, and just do it. I mean, life is too short to like, to not want to like go for something that you're like really into,
Yeah, definitely.
So
cool. Thanks, Lewis. I appreciate that, man. That's solid.
Awesome. No, I appreciate it.
Right.
I'm like super excited, to see what for December, and like definitely next year. I think it's going to be a big year for you guys. And
yeah, definitely.
the rate that this industry is growing, it's like, it's good stuff. But
All
yeah,
right.
I appreciate it. So yeah, feel free to reach out, and yeah, we'll be in touch for sure.
Cool. Right on, Lewis. I'll talk to you later then. All right.
All right. Yeah. Take it.
All right.
Yeah. We'll see you, Frank.